Splitgate is shaping up to be one of the best games I've ever played, no joke, and it takes a lot for me to enjoy an FPS. Yes, it's a bit of a queue time simulator at the moment, but with the recent updates to server capacity and the dev team's tireless efforts to get this game off the ground, there is a lot to discuss. Here's what I love, what I hate, and what I'd change about Splitgate in under 6 minutes. Let's go! Oh, and before we get started, this is a new channel, so if you're not subscribed with notifications on, then YouTube won't show you anything I release in the future. So if you like what you see, then make sure to check if you're subscribed. That way you won't miss any future content. Enjoy this video. The basic premise of Splitgate is... And while that might seem like a pretty janky concept, I think it's better for me to show you rather than tell you how this turns out. So yeah, this game is pretty fun, but why? The portals are the biggest innovation in Splitgate. Yes, the maps are great, and the reskinned Halo weapons are sick, but being able to press E on a wall and be on the other side of the map in 2 seconds gives a whole new dimension to the already awesome feel of the guns and movement system. Mastery of portals is key to Splitgate. Good portal hoppers can be everywhere at once, holding every angle and every piece of flat ground you can think of, and even some you didn't think were there. Mastering this game's aerial movement and memorizing map layouts can allow you to cross maps at Tribes Ascend levels of speed, flying by with your sniper in hand before disappearing into a wall and launching out the other side of the map to do it all over again. There are some things I'd personally change about the movement system to make things feel more fluid, like adding a mantling feature that you could toggle on and off by holding down a key, and maybe wall running if you were feeling adventurous. But the things I would love for them to add are B-hopping and crouch sliding. I love crouch sliding in movement shooters so much, and Splitgate feels like it's begging for a crouch slide feature every time you have even a little bit of momentum. B-hopping also feels natural for this game. The movement's already so fluid and weirdly Quake-like, I find myself already trying to B-hop in the current patch, and while it does actually make you move slightly faster due to the way that air movement works in Splitgate, the fact that you lose so much of your momentum when you touch the ground makes it feel weird and unsatisfying, and I'd love to see this turned into a full feature rather than just a little quirk of the current movement system. But enough about the movement for now. What about the... If you've played Halo Combat Evolved, the weapon set is basically identical, minus the plasma pistol, needler, and fuel rod gun. They all feel about the same too from what I remember of CE. You've got the battle rifle, you've got the rocket launcher, the plasma rifle, the spark laser, you've got the bullshit OP sniper rifle with zero bloom that lets you no-scope people in midair from 2 miles away. Here's a full list, but by far my absolute favorite of the whole bunch is... This is basically the energy sword and the grav hammer roll into one satisfying combo that hits like a truck and is about as loud. Bad players will run straight at you down a narrow hallway with this thing and die in like 2 seconds. But the only time you'll see a good batter is when they spot you lurking on the other side of the map and execute a 16 portal jump combo before launching out of the portal wall behind your back to send your limp corpse flying off the edge of Highwind at 100 miles an hour. Speaking of Highwind, I love the overall design philosophy the dev team has applied to the maps in Splitgate. The portal surfaces are clear and easy to differentiate from other terrain, and geometry is well considered in terms of color and complexity so that player models stand out from their surroundings. There's insane variety too. Each map promotes a different range of playstyles and paces. Stadium is very symmetrical and simple, an empty chessboard on which you can really show off your aim and traditional shooter strategy, with portal surfaces clearly in view behind every wall, giving a smart player options to unseat those who get a little too cozy behind cover. Olympus is a Tribes veteran's playground, with an enormous skybox and a huge pit with a wide portal surface at the bottom of the map, which you can use to build up a ludicrous amount of speed and get some of the most insane clips this game has to offer. And Abyss is a rat's best friend, with winding tunnels and hundreds of right-angle turns, with campers holding every open space looking through a portal on a high wall while hiding safely in their box, and shotgun-wielding degenerates hiding around every single corner. But what you actually do on these maps takes Splitgate from an arena shooter with an interesting gimmick to a fully in-depth game with a lot of tongue-in-cheek creative flair. The gameplay is split into 3 categories: casual, ranked takedown, and ranked 4v4. In casual, you have your standard modes like Team Deathmatch, Gun Game, King of the Hill, VIP/Juggernaut, and a few more. But beyond these, there are some unique game modes that are on rotation, and the best, or at least the funniest in my opinion, is called Teabag Confirmed. This game mode is essentially Team Deathmatch, but the twist is you have to go to the body of every enemy you kill and crouch spam on top of it in order for the kill to to be verified. And if a teammate dies, you have to go and crouch spam on top of their body in order to stop it from being confirmed. It's actually pretty hilarious and I love it, and this is one of many fun and unique game modes that rotate weekly as you play through Splitgate. So we finally made it to the end. If you're still here, thank you so much for watching. It really helps these videos get out there. Make sure to check that you're still subscribed, because I'll be doing a second video going over the types of people who play this game in 2 weeks. It's going to be really funny and I don't want you to miss out on it. Later!
I just wanna feel alive.